We are live, and I'm now with Andy Curran, ex-Navy. How many years was it, Andy?
23 in total.
And you've got I would say, a great job now, because I think you love this ship, and you are what?
I'm the conservation manager for Belfast. I look after the hull and structure and all the fittings.
And Fred was telling us about the guns as they were. You can show me the guns as they are now. Where are we walking?
Right, we're walking down the boat deck now. There's two 4-inch gun mounts, twin 4-inch gun mounts here.
Afternoon, guys.
And they're manned by a team of volunteers. So we've restored these guns over the last few years to the point where we can actually simulate firings using shotgun blasts.
So on Radio 2, on this extraordinary day, you are going to fire what are the side guns of the ship. They're not the monster guns Fred was talking about.
No, these are the secondary armament. They're 4-inch guns, predominantly anti-aircraft guns, but we're going to use a simulation for a surface action.
Okay, just tell me what you're holding there.
Yes, I'm holding basically a carrier which actually has the shotgun blank, and what we're going to do is basically load it into the breeches and close it, ready to fire it.
Go ahead. Okay, now before you fire, so it's loaded in, and you've got 4 guns loaded, is that right?
That's correct, all 4 are loaded now. Are you ready to go?
I've noticed the suspenseful pause. Are we ready to go? I think we are. What do? You pull a trigger, or you give a command,
yes,
or what?
These are using all the original firing mechanisms, and we're going to fire all 4 in succession. Away you go, please, Joseph.
Engage! Shoot! 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 Shoot!
4 shots. I went round the front of the guns as they were firing to the side of the ship, and the smoke pours out the gun barrels, and actually out the back of the guns as well. Oh my goodness, that would be the smell the ship was full of. Is that right, Andy?
That's correct. Of course, it'd be a lot more than this. These are about 1 ounce of powder. Our main charge is about 30 pounds.
1 ounce to 30 pounds.
That's right. One ounce in our cartridges today. The original charges are £30 a quart.
Well, even that, the guns are really smoking here, and that will have been heard 5 miles away, I would have thought.
Well, these guns have actually got a range of about 12 miles, so you certainly hear it a long way off.
So you're helping to conserve the ship, which I know is a massive job. If you've got a normal museum, you don't have to worry about it sinking. This is different.
Well, it certainly is, and it keeps us busy. But it's about 11,500 tonnes of steel trying to turn back into rust.
And you are repainting it constantly, or you do it every 15 years, or what?
What we're doing is repairing stuff, restoring it, preserving it, stabilising corrosion, and then setting up a maintenance system to keep them in that state.
Do you have to do what they have to do with I gather, sort of small ships and yachts, which is to scrape the hull and get all the life off it?
We certainly do, and this is due to go for a docking in about 5 years' time.
Which is a massive job for a huge, hulking vessel like this.
It certainly is. We're certainly going to be kept busy planning it and get it into a dock. And of course, in this country, we're actually getting quite restricted on the amount of docks available.
Well, the smoke from these guns is drifting across the deck. 1 ounce of charge compared to 30 pounds on the day. Can you imagine? Here is Gracie Fields.
That was great. So again, I said if you go down there, you can fire.
I can fire one more. I should do that, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
We're based it on time now.
We're basically on time.
Good.
Completely on time.
Really good.
Cheers.
That work, Alan? The other end.
Enjoyed the
Get a
shot.
sense of the sound of it. 1 ounce to 30 pounds. Can you imagine?
I know.
Gracie Fields. I don't know what to make of that song. So upbeat, but through gritted teeth, isn't it? So many did not come back. Wish me luck as you make wave me goodbye. Now, we're on the ship. They've actually loaded up a gun for me to fire. I'm dreading. Nothing can go wrong here, Joseph, can it? No? You sure?
You should.
All right, then. So I just pull this.
Yep, just pull
I'm
it.
about to fire. Here we are. One of the side guns of HMS Belfast. It's quite a feeling. So 70 years ago today, those guns were fired on the north coast of France. And as I stand here in London on this ship, some of the men who were supported by it are now back in Normandy. Every year, many veterans return to remember the day and pay tribute to those who fell. So we are now turning our attention to Port-en-Bessin, French harbour town, which was eventually liberated by the British on the day after D-Day. And the BBC's Paddy O'Connell has been travelling to Normandy with one particular group of veterans and their families over a number of years. They served in 4-7 Royal Marine Commando along with Paddy's father, Guy. And Guy died long ago, having not really told his story. Over the years, Paddy's got to know the men who served with him, and his report starts with this from the BBC archive. Thank you. That was really excellent. That is amazing. That's the picture we needed. Look at that. So the smoke from the gun. I should have got a smoke moment. No, sorry, it's gone. I should have thought of it. Sorry. There's just a moment where it comes out.